Dog World is like really cool, y'all. It's a 2D side-scroller shmup that, to me, plays very similarly to Cave Story. Which, for those who don't know, Cave Story is probably the most important indie game that I ever played whenever I was a kid. I don't know if Dog World was inspired by Cave Story or anything, but nonetheless, this does feel like some sort of unofficial sequel. My discovery of Dog World came about of Opera GX of all places. And no, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. Simply speaking, I just use Opera a lot, and as it turns out, they have a free game section where you can just play games in browser, and Dog World is one of them. When I started playing back then, I was immediately taken aback by just the art and sound of the entire game. The lone developer for the game, who goes by Nathan Haddock, otherwise known as Lateralis Heavy Industries, seems to like doing this thing where every game they make seems extremely derivative of other indie games. The other two games in this company's library, as of this moment, are OTXO, or however you say that, which is very similar to Hotline Miami, and also Manus Day, which seems to be some sort of clone of Devil Daggers, I think. And even though all these games seem extremely derivative, what this company does is basically take all the concepts from these games and then spin them in their own way. And Dog World is no exception. Whenever you start the game, you're immediately greeted by the game's primary antagonist. This, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, is Daddy. Yes, that's his actual name. Stop saying that. From here, the game takes no time at all to actually get started, barring the intro exposition, which might take, 2 minutes max. It's at this point you get ejected out of your little safe space, your pod then gets broken, and then you're met with one of the best first impressions that I have played in a long time. Just a little bit of context real quick. The name of this song I'm about to show you is called Sunlight, and I have never heard a song that better encapsulates the majesty, cruelty, inevitability, and warmth of the sun itself. What the f***? It's so cool! Look, I know I might be overreacting just a little bit, but I'm a chiptune and pixel art nerd. Of course I think this is the All in all, Dog World is an extremely tight package. Like in Cave Story, you have multiple selectable weapons that you unlock as you go about the game. But unlike Cave Story, you can spend the currency in the game to actually upgrade parts of the weapon. And there's typically several upgrades per weapon. It's things like shot speed or shot type, how many projectiles can be on screen, just all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the enemies that you fight in the game are some sort of weird dogified version of monsters. Which is weird, but it's the good indie weird. And I don't think I need to tell anybody about the striking monotone 2-bit color scale. It's evocative and weirdly pretty for only consisting of 2 colors. Or 1 if you want to argue that white isn't a color, but whatever. And I don't know, man, I'm just in love with this game. I have been ever since I first discovered it, and I really need there to be more coverage of this game in general. If you're a fan of side-scroller shmups, then I think this game is definitely up your alley. And if you're a Cave Story fan who's been clamoring for some sort of follow-up to that game, then I literally think this is required reading. I'm of the mindset that Cave Story doesn't need a sequel. I would never want one just because I know Nicholas would do something to mess it up. But games like these that are inspired by it, that I'll take every day of the week. And if you find yourself at all interested, the game is $15 on Steam and it's linked in the description. And hey, while you're down there, why not like and subscribe? I also have a Discord you can join for free right now. And if you feel like supporting me monetarily, then I also have a Patreon where you can donate $1 a month to get your name read out loud at the end of these videos, and it'll give you access to a Discord channel in the Discord that makes it to where you can see stuff early. Now, of course, if you don't end up doing any of that, then that's fine too. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.